Excellent.
So this is something that I love to do. I love to give credit where credit is due. And so often our teachers get attention, our people that we see public eye as a school system. We don't think about our coaches every single day, which is why I love doing what we've come to call here at WJHS Coach's Corner, where we get to talk shop, so to speak. And here today, would you mind introducing yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Cotter.
Sure. So my name is Mike Cotter. I'm the head coach for the girls. This will be my 9th or 10th season. I'm not exactly sure. But I actually started here at the Y coaching my girls.
Yeah.
Hannah, Grace, and Mary growing up. They all graduated through Columbia City. Now my youngest one has graduated college this past year. So I've been around the block a time or two. I've coached over at the middle school 5 or 6 years and then over here at the high school.
Mm-hmm. Your face has kind of become synonymous with the club, the sport, the culture that is girls soccer in and around Columbia City.
Good as bad as that may be. Yes. Yes.
No, it's good. So I like giving credit where credit is due. And so often we don't, during season, coaches are focused on their team, on the season. They're rightly so. You don't need to be worried about what the public thinks. You need to be worried about those 11 players on the field, plus the alternatives that you keep. What are we doing in practice? Who are we facing this week? Your head is there in that space. So here we are, kind of middle of the season this year. I just wanted to talk to you about a few things. Things that are on the way. You wanted to promote any team moments or future events, fundraisers to talk about, moments from this past season that you're happy to share the story of that was maybe a moment that was significant or fun. Totally your call.
Sure.
Number 3, growth of the team. Number 4, your focus as a coach. What are you guys working towards? Is there an emphasis on offsides this year? Are we pushing the back line? And then lastly, notes to fans. So often players get a chance to talk. Audience members, crowd gets a chance to pitch in their 2 cents, but we don't hear from the voice of behind the scene. And lastly, I'm going to give you an opportunity to brag. I think that's a great tiny agenda. We can hit up all of those for our audience. We can hit up your favorites. I know you got practice here in a few moments, so I don't want to keep you, Coach. Let's start with any team moments that are on the horizon. What do you want to talk about there, Coach Mike?
Yeah, so we really don't. We do fundraising and that kind of thing at the football games.
Yeah,
we sell our elephant ears, which are
delicious,
delicious, a crowd favorite. So we never mind people stopping by the booth at those football games. But other than that, we play 2 to 3 matches a week. The girls are busy either training or playing in those matches, so we don't have a whole lot of extra activities going on during the season. We'd love to have you come out for a game. The girls love the support. They work hard. They've earned it. So
every day, imagine being out in the heat like this, your dear listener, running, not just outside, but running and actively you guys have been doing 2-a-days, which is always the mark of, hey, good coach, good coach. Feel bad for the girls. Good coach.
Right.
Okay. So to dive in, it's been a big year already. It's been a good year this last year. Do you have any stories in particular that you want to share? What's been something fun? What's been something significant for the team?
The girls are fun to be around. We have a great group of girls that fall in line behind the older girl leadership, the senior leadership. So the fun things happen at practice amongst them more than me. I'm the guy yelling from the sidelines or cracking the whip on them every now and again.
How is this year's team different than years in the past?
So we lost 12 seniors from last year.
Yes.
So we have a very young squad this year. We do have 6 seniors, excuse me. And those 6 seniors are very good with the leadership aspect and the team first concepts. So that's the biggest difference for us is we've got 2 or 3 freshmen they're going to start for us, play significant minutes. So it's going to be a learning process.
And those players are going to be significant, especially as they grow. Take this moment, brag on some of your girls. Who should we watch this year? Maybe among your senior leaders. I believe there's a defensive halfback. I don't know if you call it that position or whatever. That really strikes me. I think I'm thinking of the right person, sure. But there you have freshmen who are out on the field who gain a ton of experience. That'll pay off sophomore year, junior year, senior year themselves, staying with the team. Drop a couple names for us. Who should we be looking for this year?
My two strikers that play at the top of our formation, Addison Baxter and Elena Bonham, are. I foresee them. I foresee our team scoring a lot of goals. Okay. Addie's got a good chance of breaking some school records with the help of her teammates, of course, in the scoring department that have stood for 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
So that's good. We're really young at on the defensive side of the ball, but I got some players back there. I got girls that aren't afraid to get physical. And the girls' soccer here in Columbia City is kind of known for our physical play on the teams that we play against. They don't like playing us because it's more of a it's not a
and that makes an impact
technical.
Here in Columbia City, especially sure. the field size. It is not the Olympic size that you saw in Paris. It is not the giant field. And so when you have the smaller size regulation field, it does make a difference for the mentality of the players, so to speak. And I would kind of speak, I was kind of watching some past game footage just compared to other teams and being familiar and some small time coaching myself. It is funny how 1 or 2 mentalities can change a game like that. So I appreciate you sharing your insights. As a coach, tell me about your observations of the team. So younger team this year, lost a lot of seniors last year, but that's a chance to evolve for new players to step into the role. How are you changing your practices right now? What is the team focus for yourself? Are you pushing more towards offense, or are you, because you have that younger back line, playing defense? Where is your direction pushing the team right now? Kind of in a big overall. What can I know from talking to you? That was a big question.
Sure.
Just taking a piece at a time.
And so my focus with the girls this year is for us to start playing to a standard, so that we set a standard no matter the competition that we're trying to achieve. That is team-oriented soccer. We're still a little individual, have a little bit of individualism going that we need to get rid of, so that we're more of a cohesive unit. But that takes time. The girls are just getting used to playing with each other and what everybody's talents are. So it's going to take us a little bit, but we should. By the time October rolls around, we'll be ready to get after it.
Okay, so games on the way. Of course, there's the Wawasee Jamboree coming up on a Saturday.
Yes.
Home game this season. Just looked it up here. That's why I've been kind of, you hear me clicking around in the background. Manchester here at home, 5:00 on Monday.
Yes.
Monday the 19th. Thursday, right to Northwood. I'm sorry, Northwood is at home as well. And then the next away game is Northrop.
Yes.
What, early season, what will be success and what will be something that you need to focus on if you don't achieve it as a team? Is it passing? Is it talking? Is it communication on the field? Or do you have set pieces? What is it that you would love to see as a coach?
Sure.
Come together, start clicking day one.
And you mentioned it right there. We lack our greatest deficiency is communication. Verbal communication, I should say. It's and you brought it up earlier too. The pitch is the field's big. We have. You're
talking at the Jamboree. You're talking here at Columbia. Any field,
just soccer.
It's 11 people on a ton of space.
Yes,
correct.
A full-size basketball court fits in a goalie's 18-yard box. So there's a lot of room out there, and we don't do the best being verbal communicators, and that's what they're getting better at. And that's the name of the game. Communication is the name of the game.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Curious. You have your leaders up front. You have your senior members. Who among your midfield, so offense and defensive players, who among the midfield is probably the vocal leader on the team?
So that vocal leader is probably Lainey Ziliak, Allie Crump, both seniors. Lainey plays on the outside, Allie's in the middle.
I hope you encourage them to start shouting it out, what they see, what they see.
Definitely.
Get them to see the future.
Exactly. And we have Riley Krill is our center back, one of our two center backs, and she's played. She's going to be a junior. She's started since a freshman. So we have some experience back there.
That's what you need on a team.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Coach, I know we're coming to a close on our interview, but I wanted to give you a chance to address notes to the fans, because sometimes you hear things at the games or you hear things in the community. Anything you would like to say to the crowd at this moment, to the fans of the game, those who show up or those who get a chance to watch the video streams after the fact?
Sure. Yeah. And, the biggest thing is just support, positive support for our kids. They play hard. They work hard. You mentioned our two-a-days last week. The girls ran over 40 miles in 5 days last week. Not just on the track, not on the feet, not running on the road. That's on the turf. Earning their stripes.
Yeah.
So just be positive with the kids. Support. We'd love to see you at games. That's
love to see you at games. Yeah. All right. Last thing on here, as a coach, 10 years in, just an opportunity for you to brag. Right now, we kind of have been about the team this year. How it is 24 girls on the team this year. Forgive me.
So no, we have 37.
37. Okay. Yeah. I must have an old number stacked away in my head.
Old number.
Okay.
Varsity and JV combined. So we have a lot of girls out there. And I've said it already. They work hard. They day in, day out. It's 6 days a week. Come out and watch. They're fun to watch. It's exciting stuff. So
okay, again, just to share games coming up: Monday, Manchester; Thursday, Northwood, also at home. Next home game after that is Belmont. That's the 29th, a Thursday. We visit Norwell, and then back at home, Huntington North. Already in September 3rd, that's Tuesday. So plenty of opportunities, all games happening in the evening between 5 at Manchester. The late one starts Belmont at 7 o'clock. Great opportunity to come out. Coach, I appreciate your time today. Anything that we missed?
I don't believe so. Thanks for having me.
It is Coach's Corner on WJHS 91.5. Just doing a little insight, giving a little bit of credit to the coaches, something that we've been doing here since the early 90s. I actually found an old CD of Coach's Corner from 1992 or 1993. I can't remember. But it's great to have you and continue the tradition and some insights into this upcoming school year. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Mike Cotter, of course, Lady Eagles here at Columbia City High School.